Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready? 51 to Mike. If you don't get this ball, you just put it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw. Herring. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ready, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double time. Hey, 4 down. Check the backer.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to launch this thing way down and got his man complete. Big Big yardage that time for the Jets. 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 11. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The Jets' 14-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the crossing route, complete. It's Black. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Back to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Herring. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Bravo. On your team. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Big trip.
From the gun, Herring looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 2nd down. Herring. And Thomas has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You ready? 58 for Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herring. The screen pass here to Cohen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Herring. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. 6-7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
2nd and 2. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Tight dog. General West.
Watch twist.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
At At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
Hey, rock it.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
To throw on second down. Herring. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, Herring. Herring this one out for Evans. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Cohen, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Operating from the gun. Herring. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Break.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They try again with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herring. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, watch it.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it, baby.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic, boy. 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. 51's the mic.
Get it.
Back to throw here. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
The Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Let's go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set. 18 Gator. Go. Ready.
Back to Mixon on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
25, check 25, check 25.
He'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. Herring. That one complete to Hill. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
5.
On third down, Herring. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Kill. Check.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Back to throw. Herring. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Herring nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Looking to throw. Herring. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first down, Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intent. Need to leave, I'm a piece, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, no man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on